Rebecca, you are my hero. I wish that I was as strong as you. Well, I wish that I was walking like you, number one, but you put your kids through the paces. They are just so strong and they're such great condition and such great shape, and so are you. So kudos to you. Now, I'm not gonna interrupt you anymore. Get back to that class. Kids, pay attention.
Hey team, I hope that you had a fantastic drink break. Are you ready to do 2 new turns with 2 new assistants who are joining us from different states? So I'm in Melbourne right now, and one assistant is in Melbourne as well. Her name is Tara Bajan, and I'm going to get you guys to read and learn and connect to them through Instagram later on, just like I have with the other guys. And my other assistant is actually in Sydney right now, which is about an hour's plane ride away. His name is Cooper Elborn, and these guys are going to show us right now through their bodies translating what I say. They're going to show us some quick tips that we can have to learn and kind of try and progress our turns from being really simple turns to being turns that make people go, wow, that was amazing, how did you do that? Well, this is how we do it. And hopefully you guys are going to have a better time than Cappuccino is right now, because she is snoozing. Lazy. What would Miss Abby say? Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is do the strengthening exercises that will relate to the turns we're doing, and then we're going to finish off the class with a really super fun turn. So the first turn we're going to be doing, we're going to have a look at Tara Bajan. Tara, do you mind, before we do these, could you just do the position of the turn? So she's just going to show you what we'll end up doing. It'll be from passe to leg catch position. Okay, so that's the turn that we will be doing. Great stuff. So let's do a couple of, very nice, let's do a couple of strengthening exercises that I know are the favorite of the kids as well. We're going to go into a plank position, and she's going to bend her knees and straighten her knees, keeping her back super straight that whole time. And as we're doing this, guys, I want you to be thinking, is my back working? Are my hips pulling up underneath my ribs, and am I connecting them the whole time? Let's do 5 more of those, keeping everything tight, and 4, and 3, awesome, keep it nice and still, 2, and 1, excellent work. Let's flip over onto our backs. We're going to do squeeze the orange, I call it. We're going to pretend that we have an orange and we're putting it right into the middle of our tummy. And the way that we do the exercise means that the tummy and the orange have to stay connected and stay as friends the whole time. So let's have a look and see. As she lifts her elbows in, she's lifting her knees in at the same time. And for this one, you are allowed to bring those elbows over your face. Mostly we like to say long necks. This one, I want you to really crunch in. Great, let's do 5 more of those, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good, now we're gonna hold in, and this is the really tight part, so work with me here, guys. Here we go. Let's go in and hold, and let's do some pulses. 4, 10, 9, 8, breathe, 7, you can scream if you want to, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax it for a second. Wonderful stuff. Now we're going to do our last exercise. Our legs are going to go up into the ceiling with flexed feet, and we're going to start positioning ourselves for our leg catch position. We want to try and keep our glutes to the ground this time, but as the little finger comes over, we're going to try and touch the little toe on the opposite side, using those crossed ab muscles that we need to be able to balance us in. Great, let's do 5 more of those. And a 5, and a 4, and a 3, and 2, and 1. Switch to the other side, and a 5, and a 4, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Excellent stuff. Great work. So what we're going to do before we stretch for it is we're going to do one more exercise, which is a strengthening balance exercise. Can you guys grab a chair, please, or a couch, something that you can sit on? If you don't have anything near you, don't stress. You can do this on the floor as well, but it's always better to try it from this position because you'll really get a hang of it. So the idea of this is we want to sit, and you want to continue this feeling of sitting as you do your turns, because it's going to lower your hips down and keep your shoulders in line. Okay, so you can see Cooper's in his passe already. What he wants to do right now is lift and keep both sides of his glutes at the same level. There we go. Good. I love that. I love that. Did you see how he had to fight for it? That means he's doing it correctly. Good. Sit back down, Cooper. Can you do it really badly for me? Where you just let the back swing forward and you swing up. There. Great. Now he got up really quickly, but he actually didn't work his muscles, so there's no point. So let's go down, guys. I want you to all try it together. lifting and keeping that back up really straight. It should be a bit of a struggle. Start to switch on those glutes. Good, now let's do one more, and then this time we're gonna go up and we're gonna do, let's do 4 rises. So we're going to lift up 1, 2, 3, 4, lovely, and 4 rises, and a 4, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1, great. This is all part of it, good stuff. Change legs. Falling off balance as you're doing these exercises is kind of prerequisite because you get the wobbles out now rather than in a turn. No one's ever completely balanced. Let's go for it. Let's lift up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those elbows nice and lifted and lower back down. Now I like to play with food in my classes to try and make people laugh or roll their eyes at me, whatever works for you guys. Grab a burger, put it on your head. If the burger slips off, it means that your chin's tilted and it's also really bad posture. Pull up that neck nice and tall, elbows nice and supported, and lower back down again and try and keep that burger really still. It's also hilarious the way that Australians say burger compared to people in the United States and Canada. All those cool accented places. Okay, let's do 4 more rises. Keep that burger straight, and a 4, and a 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent stuff. Lovely, lovely, great. Now we're going to go straight into a stretch. I'm going to get Cooper to get a rope. If you don't have a rope, use a TheraBand or leggings or even a tube sock's fine. We're going to lie down on our backs, and what we're going to do is hook the foot and the rope together and pull our knees into our chest. Now everyone can do this, but no one really does it at first thinking that we're doing it for a turn. So I'm going to get you guys straight away to go, wait a second, it's not a stretch. It's preparation for our turn. So this knee staying in close, and what he's going to do as he straightens his leg up is lock his glutes still so his body knows that that's what we're focusing on right now, not the stretch, and bend it in again. Good, and pull that knee right down to the chest, open up those hip flexors and straighten again. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how his elbows are bent? His back is being used, not his collarbones. This is great. Bend again. Good. We want to take all the stress away from our neck and our shoulders and put it into our backs. And last time, straightening it up, focusing on that supporting leg because that's going to be our main base. And release and switch legs. Awesome stuff. Great. Now, as we switch legs, I want you guys to think this is your leg that you don't spend as much time stretching, but we need to make an amazing relationship with it. So as you straighten it up, and if it hurts, I want you to talk to it. I'm going to talk for you guys. Oh, it's okay, I'm here for you. And bend that knee again. Ready? Try one more time. Straighten it up. It's okay, I've got you. I know it hurts, It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. 4 more counts. And bend it in again. Good, now I want you guys to try this time. Ready? Say something for me. And straighten it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it down. Excellent stuff. So what we're going to do is the turn we're going to do in the air, we're going to actually do it on the floor. And I'm going to get Tara to try and recreate the second part of the turn, because of course we're going from passe. She's going to lie on her back and put that rope in her chest. She's pulling it down to her chest by using her rope. And what she's wanting to do is roll as if she's doing a leg hold turn. Good. Okay, now watch really carefully, guys, before you have a try. Have a look and see how she's trying to keep her leg in front of her body and her hips locked. There we go. There we go. Now, as you guys try it, I want you to try and make sure that you don't let that leg go first. It must stay in front of you. The guiding principle of our turn is that our hips stay in line with our shoulders and we rotate by feeling those hips pushing and pulling around us in a circle. If something breaks open, you're going to not be able to turn, not going to be able to balance, okay? So keep everything in nice and close. What if you struggle with your flexibility? That's totally fine. Let's have a look at Tara pull back on that flex a little bit. You may not even be down in the splits, that's okay. You can start there and you can go over into your position, and even if you have your knees slightly bent for a second, you're still going to be working those muscles that you need for that stretch. Awesome stuff. Okay, great guys. Now I think we're ready to start going from passe into kick catch. This one requires more time than we have time for right now. So what I'm going to do is show you some ways that you can start to train it, start to have fun with it, because it is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a chore, so try and relax as much as possible. And I want you to feel yourself start to go into what you want to do, which is a passe into kick turn. So let's go into our passe position, toe against the knee. Good, and what we're going to do first of all is, we're going to do this on both legs, we're going to just go kick catch, but only up to the eye. Let's look at Tara do it to the eye. She's just going to go kick catch, shoom, and then back down. Great stuff, and we're going to do that 4 more times, guys. Ready? Look at that back staying so still. And up 4, and down, good, and 3, and down. Beautiful, hips staying nice and still, this is great. 2, and now on the last one, I want you to go to a gentle rise and kick catch. And let's see how we go. Good, that's the testing part. Now when we change legs and you know that it's time, I'll say it's time now, I want you guys to try and shut me out, try to go up into the rise, ignoring me, because if you get all frantic, you're not going to be able to balance. The more time you take and the more you can just shut out the world and go back into yoga like we did before. Remember when we spoke about mindfulness with Yoshi and Lexi G? Yeah, great work. Okay, let's do the other leg. So we're going to switch it over. We're going to make sure that we're nice and gentle. And here we go, holding that leg in passe. And a kick catch. And a 1 and back down. And a 2 and back down. Good work. And a 3 and back down. Good. 1 more and a 4. Now this is time. Try and shut me out and just try and find your releve. Ready? Nice and slow. Catch that leg. Good, good, good stuff. Okay, so when we start to do our turn, I'm going to get Cooper to try and do a slow motion version. He wants to do a double turn and then he wants to try and freeze at the end of this double turn. This is hard to do in slow motion, so here we go. Pulling in. Good stuff. Okay, now hold that there. Good work, good work. Wherever you stop, I want you guys to just stop like that. Now what he's going to try and do is, instead of thinking kick, he's going to start to push his right hip around, so that hip that's closest to us, he's going to push that around and try and start the turn and collect the leg to the head. So let's see how he goes with this one. So he's just doing a single plie and drive it around. Good stuff. Great, guys. So I want you to play with that for a second, please. Don't do more than a double turn. Don't do more than a single turn if you can. Single, hold, freeze, drive it under. Okay, let's have a little play with that. Bum, bum. Good, as slow as you can. This is the hard part. It's actually much easier to do it faster. There we go. We're going to start to tell the body we're in control, we're in charge of it. Momentum and craziness is our friend. Good stuff. Let's do 1 more like that. Nice and gentle and slow. Trying to tell our body that we are so straight and we're in control. Wonderful. Okay, so remember what I just said. It's easier to do it faster than it is slower. I don't think you guys believe me. I know that you don't believe me. Do you know what will prove that? Time. Time on your leg, time in your technique classes, and practicing it. We don't have that time right now. What we do have though is hopefully a bit of fun and a bit of environment where everyone's in here to have a great time. And also, you guys are in your own little spaces, right? You're not surrounded by 80 other kids, so enjoy yourselves. So I'm going to get Tara to do a big mistake for a second. I want to see if you guys can spot it. She's going to do a double turn and then she's going to stop, and let's have a look and see what the mistake is. I've just pantomimed it to her. She also knows because she is a clever kid. Okay, watch her mistake right now. There we go. There we go. Did you see how her body looped out to the side? It's because she led with her hip, right? And it swapped around. Now watch her do. Do you want to just try one, a full one? You can go slow or fast. So she's going to do her first attempt. She's going to try and keep those hips together this time. There we go. Good, good. So let's go again, and I want you to think as you go, double turn. This is the part where our bodies want to go, but you need to try and in that part, squeeze those butts down as if you're sitting down, and just try and think as if you're in a giant straw pulling you up to the ceiling. Okay, guys, let's have a little turn. So we go turn, turn, and try and lift up to the ceiling. There we go. Good. Let's have another 2 turns of that. You can have a little play if you would like, adding a bit more momentum or slowing it down, completely up to you. Good stuff. Let's have a little look at Cooper. He's looking kind of happy over there. Plie. Good work. Fantastic work, guys. Great. So after you've done this class and you want to go back and you want to have another little play, I'm going to ask that you guys are going to film yourselves and you're going to look back and you're going to see whether or not your hips are going around in a circle or whether or not you're breaking them open because one leg's going to the other side. That's going to make you stop. And then you can have fun with it. You can create whatever you like out of these turns. Turn, 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 swoop, fake kick around, pull up to the ceiling, hold it as long as you possibly can. Okay, they're my favorite leg hold turns to do. But these turns have been an isolation hit. Everyone does ice skater turns. We all do ice skater turns. It's kind of a thing now. You all have to do it to be able to do any jazz routine around the world. But we want more speed. And what I said to the kids is, people are getting bored of people on stage going turn, 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 turn. We're getting shorter attention spans as the world goes into this crazier time. We need to be able to do something that's fast, effective, hits the audience, makes them go, what was that? So they want more. So what we've done is we've created a way of doing ice skater turns where we're holding a rope to increase our speed, to get less time in the turns, but more turns in them, and then be able to let go of the rope, because we can't take a rope on stage, that's just kind of ridiculous, to let go of the rope and then keep that feeling. Let's have a look at Cooper. I'm gonna get him first of all to, just before you grab your rope, that's okay, lie down on your back for me. Can you go into a dish position? Okay, he's going to take his leg in coup de pied as well. So he's in that turn position, good. Present that heel to the front, lovely. Now I want you to bring your arms in as if you're holding the rope right against your sternum. There, good. And now what he's going to do is he's going to take his arms right up as fast as he possibly can. Good. Now you saw his body is so tight because as he took his arms up, his legs tried to move, but it locked it in. Great, let's do that again. So go plie and there we go, great. That's the position we want to get. Would you like to stand up and go side on for us so we can have a little look and see the angle of his body here? So it's here and it's in nice and tight. He's trying to stay in as tight as he can and it's driving up there. See how his shoulders are over his hips more than normal. A straight position won't work. Arms back won't work. They need to be right forward. Actually, Cooper, could you do some of those? But can you let your arms go right back? I know you're not holding your rope. Just hold your hands still. Let's have a look and see the mistake of this position. Yeah, now it looks kind of cool, like that would actually be something that we're going to play with in class on Friday, but it's not going to help him speed up, okay? He wants to go in and then straight up. Do you want to try it without the rope for a second? There we go, good stuff. Okay, so guys, I'm going to get you to go and get your ropes, please, and we're going to have a little look and see how that position is going to help us speed up. Okay, so let's have a look. Taran, can you do, you know those little tiny and put the little tiny coup de pied walks that we do sometimes, and I call them, you look like little horses going around the room with tiny little flicky feet. Boop, and boop, and boop. Good, I would like us to all do that, but I want you to think as you're stepping on to your releve, you're literally taking your head over the top of the releve with every single step, and I want your legs to be aching by the time you finish this, then you'll know you're athletes. Good, let's do 8 more, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and work that releve, 5, and a 6, and 7, yes, beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to go into our plie prep. This is the baby stuff people think, but it's actually the most brilliant work. Tara, can you do your plie and take it forward for me into a terrible, terrible plie? So she's right forward like that. That's over accentuated. You guys are not going to do that, but you will do similar to that. So I'm going to get her to slide back and show you exactly where we should be plieing. Great. Even weight between the feet, but I want you to put a little bit more in that front heel and a little bit more in that back toe. Great. So we want lots of turns. We want lots of speed. To do so, we need to have a giant plie that is effective. Our plies come from our glutes. So you need to plie into those glutes and then pull that leg straight in as fast as we can. Beautiful. See how she just couldn't stop turning there? Her body just stayed on that nice rotational axis. There we go. Great. Good. Let's have a couple more of those, guys. Can you just play with some really sweet positions and then maybe switch legs a couple of times to just get your body feeling nice and even and delicious before we start to speed up. Good stuff. Good. Think of that head right over that demi point and then those hips pushing around. Wonderful. Okay, it's time. It's time. So I'm going to get you guys to go into the beginning part of the turn as fast as possible. Don't push up to maximum range. I want to see plie, pull into the chest as fast as you can, as fast as you possibly can, because by the time you're at this top of the speed of this part, if you're not in close, you're going to get stuck and you won't be able to lift your arms. So that's why we need to pull in as tight as we possibly can. I would like you to aim for, everyone rhythm, we're going to go 5, 6, 7, plie, bop, 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 bop. Okay, that's it. Clap it again, and up, plie, bop, 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 bop. That's going to be the turn rhythm. Let's have a look at Tara matching that rhythm. And 5, 6, 7, plie, bop, 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 bop. Great. Good. Now she's choosing to start in passe. You guys can choose to start in passe or coup de pied. Completely up to your level. Go for it. Whatever you feel, have fun with it. Okay? Let's try that again. Let's go into that rhythm. Have a little play, guys. Find where your legs are at. Find where your speed is at today. Good. Let's go one more time. And push that hip around. And up. Yeah. Bop, 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 bop. Awesome. Awesome. It's now time to shoot to the stars, pulling in, and then straight up. So if you're feeling at any part right now that your body's feeling weak or floppy or whatever it is, you need to get down and do some more abs. You need to do some push-ups. You need to make sure that you are so locked on, because you're going to be doing super speed. You're not going to know where you are. You're going to try and spot, but your arms are going to be locked into your head. So you need to think. Push into the ground, pull up out of the ceiling, and try and hold really tight and squeeze yourself in. Let's look at the kids separately. Let's have a look at Cooper having a little play for a second. Yay, great work. Good. Give him a second. Guys, in between these, you have to take a second to get your balance as well. He's going to go again. He's going to try and go for elbow lock this time and push into that ground. And he's going to think of that right hip chasing that left hip around in circles as he pulls in and chase and push and lock. Woo! Awesome stuff. Good stuff. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's have a look at Tara. She's going to try and aim for her fastest turn, so she is so giddy at the end. She'll fall over, not onto the trophies, hopefully. And oh, look at that! I put it out there. I was thinking as I said it, don't make bad jokes. Miss Rebecca, you're really known for making bad jokes. Don't make bad jokes. There we go. Good stuff. Good. Okay, now I'm going to get the kids to continue having a little play, guys, and I want you to have a play along with us. Pull in from maybe just think bump, 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 and then bump, 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 bump. Okay, and then as you get braver and braver, remember those hips. So if you're turning to the right, you want to think of your left hip chasing your right hip in circles. If you're turning to the left, it's the opposite. Your right hip chasing your left hip around in circles. Okay, so you're winding yourself up. By the time you end up, you should be like a crazy, crazy cyclone going up to the roof. Awesome stuff. Good. I'm going to put some music on. I didn't put music on for any of the class so far. I'm going to put on some music. I'm going to get the kids to have a play, and I'd like you guys to have a play right now because it's the end of class and this is fun, and we're at JoJo's house, so it's like the best place on earth for playing and mucking around and being exactly as you should be, which is happy and enjoying your turning. You're going to choose right now. You can do passe into leg turns, you can do lasso turns or lasso turns, or you can go into the ice skater turns, or you can do a combination of them. I'm going to put the music on. I want you guys to just have a play through, stop in between, shake it out, smile, remember that this is fun, and see how you go, okay guys? I hope you have a great time because this is the best part of the class. By all means, are we ready? Here we go! Good stuff, guys. Awesome. Okay, now if you are a typical dancer, as my kids are right now, of course, I say stop, and they don't stop. They keep turning, and that is what I want from you guys. I want you to be able to feel it and go, oh, I actually did something good today, or I did something slightly better today. I feel really awesome. Please be proud of yourselves. Be proud of yourselves for coming to class. Be proud of yourselves for being present, not just hiding off the side of the camera or not just trying a little bit, but actually going for it. Be proud of yourself that you're a dancer, because you should be. You guys are superhuman aliens. Continue doing whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for coming and doing this class and taking it with me. I had so much fun. I want to say a huge thank you to all the assistants who have assisted me in this class today. Thank you, Lexi G. Thank you, Yoshi. Thank you, Tara Bajan. And thank you, Cooper. Please, guys, check out their Instagrams and write to them, okay? Have a little conversation about their journeys, because that's even more important than their present moment where they're in class doing great stuff. Look and see how they got here. They've done the same hard work that you guys have done. Let's see how we can all get great outcomes, and you'll probably meet them someday around the world, especially with crazy, awesome plans that Miss Abby has for next year. I can't wait. Thank you so much, Miss Abby. I miss you so much, and I can't wait to see you with your crazy plans next year. And have an awesome time for the rest of the classes. Have a great time at JoJo's house. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Please give Bobo a kiss from myself and Cappuccino. I'm Rebecca Davies. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much.
Whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Right, Rebecca? Thank you so much for joining us at the ALDC's International Dance Convention. I have to turn everything over to Mr. Jesse Johnson.
Hello, my name is Jesse Johnson, and I'm going to be teaching you guys contemporary, and we're about to get started. This is something that was choreographed for the stage. However, it's very stationary, so we're going to be a lot of it in place, up and down, so keep that in mind, and here we go.